Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in San Diego, California, where it's beautiful and sunny outside like 90% of our days. And we are going to be making a new fun fold, or at least it's new to me, with the Frosted Gingerbread suite. And I don't even know that I've ever used this on one of my Facebook Lives yet, but I've had fun playing with it. So I was going to also share with you some of the other cards that I made using that. So just to catch you up a little bit on the news of the day. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Got somebody watching at least, so that's nice to know. So news of the day from Stampin' Up. If you are not already a demonstrator and want to join, now is a great time to get some even better deals, better free product. Our usual joining special, which we like to say is just a try it kind of special. There's no strings attached, but usually we get $125 worth of product for $99 plus free shipping. And right now till the end of the month, it is only $75 instead of $99. So you save $24 right there. So if you've got your heart set on a bunch of Stampin' Up stuff, I'd love to help you join up and then get 20% off of all your products. Second thing is I'm having my yearly holiday card buffet on November 20th and 21st, starting to fill up. I still have a few more spots left. So message me, email me, whatever, at stampwithdrrobin@gmail.com, and we can talk about that. And then the other thing is my dear class. I think I'll just show like this how to do that. But my dear class is a class featuring the dear bundle. Whoops. So that is the Peaceful Deer bundle with the, whoops, let's show it this way, the punch and the stamp. So those, you get those with it, and you get to make 4 cards, and I'll hold up a couple of them. We've made this one together on one of my lives, and here is another one using some of the deer. And the product that you're getting also free is a whole package, I may have to cut it if I'm sending it to you, of the Peaceful Prince DSP. And that is basically for my costs. It'd be $50 shipped. Hey, Lisa, coming to me from Arkansas. So anyway, $50 covers the bundle, 4 cards, and the paper. So it'll ship to me, and then I'll put everything in there and ship it on to you. Or $8 less if you want to come pick it up here. So that's the news of the day from Stampin' Up. So let me just flip you down here so you can see what we're working with. Give me a sec. Whoops. Hopefully that is good. Waiting for my camera to catch up here. Anyway, we're going to be working with the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite, which I think is just happy. I mean, to me, this is a happy suite. It's on page 8 and 9 of the mini catalog. And I think I don't have everything in here, but I'll show you what I have. I have the essential pieces. So that would be the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set. Why is this seem so crooked today? See if we can uncrook it ourselves. And a lot of cute little things. We'll be using this cute little peppermint stamp. But anyway, really, really cute set, as well as the dies. We'll be using this die cuts out this really cute little thing that you can use on all sorts of things. And then we've got all of these are 2 parts. The star, the bell, the ornament, the snowflake. So this part you can use to cut out the appropriate stamp, it will fit in there, right? Or, and I'll show you how I use this on something, you can use this to cut the, just like some frosting for your gingerbread pieces. These little circles cut out some of the paper as well as the stamps. So here's the paper. Just really, really cute. You can see that you can, you know, don't have to use all of this for Christmas especially. Oh, and then the back. So these, remember I said these will cut out some of the paper. So if you look here, that will cut out that. And same thing with all the other big images, except what's interesting, and we're going to be using this today, this tree here is not one of the cutouts. You actually have to fussy cut that one. And then the backs of these, some of them are very gingerbready, and some of them are just squigglies or kind of background things. And then the other thing that I have, oh, so this is how you can cut them out, is this pretty ruffled ribbon, which is very nice to tie. So I thought I'd just show you some of the things that I've made with this. And some of these, like this one and the next couple, were actually going to be some that I'm going to be using for my my class on November 20th and 21st. So this is a kind of a mini slimline card. You're the icing to my gingerbread. And if you can see the white here, that the white on these was cut from the paper in white. And like I said, it's supposed to look like frosting, and then cut from cinnamon cider, the background piece. So that's one way to use it. And this one, we made this fancy fold recently, but this is going to be one of the ones that we're using for my class. And then there's also, oh, I forgot to show you this. There's Memories and More's cards, which I don't have because they keep running out, but these are the Memories and More card sets, and they're bigger, as you can see, from our usual cards, and they have these adorable envelopes. Comes like this. So if you get the Memory and More cards, they keep running out of them, so I haven't been able to order them yet. Whenever I place an order, they've been out of them. The cards will fit right in there. Or you can decorate them like I did here without using the card set. So I just cut out some of these trees here and use that. And again, this is one of the ones we'll do for my class. But here's the one we're going to do for today. Because remember I promised you a new fun fold. So this is how this fold goes. And it's actually way easier than it looks. I like way easier than it looks. So, anyway, isn't that cool? It folds up, fits in a regular sized envelope. And we'll keep that envelope there. So let's get going. So this red piece here, as you can see, is just a 5.5 by 11 piece of paper. So it does take nearly the whole piece of paper to make this. So I've already cut this 8.5 by 11 down. This is the little extra piece. We will actually be using this piece here, which is 3 inches. Yep, 3 inches by 6 inches. So this is this little piece here is the only piece that we're not using today. Okay, so you're gonna take this 5.5 by 11 piece, get your scoreboard, or this is not an official Stampin' Up scoring one. This is a Score Pal, but same difference for when you would be using, and you can also use just your Stampin' Up trimmer. I find it easier if I'm going to do a whole bunch to use the scoreboard. So the scoring on this is our first score is going to be at 4 inches. Our next score is going to be at 5 3/4. Our next score is going to be at 7 1/2. And our next score is at 9 1/4. So as you can see, whoops, that one didn't go very well. As you can see, all of these 4 little ones, they are all 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and this one is 4. And then you are just going to accordion fold them. So there's our big one, our 4-inch one. And then you're going to accordion fold these back and forth. Okay? Pretty simple. That's how you make it. Now, before we go further though, I do want to burnish these with my bone folder individually, because I've found that it's the most difficult thing is getting this to actually lay flat. And then let's burnish the inside ones. Again, did I do that one? I don't think I did this one. Okay, so now we have that. And then this 6-inch by 3-inch piece, forgot to do that one. We're just going to do it in half, and so at 3 inches, we'll score it at 3 inches. That's it. That's all for our scoring. And that piece will become this little piece that goes across. Let me show you on the real one. That will become this piece. Okay, so now we're going to move the, well, I guess we can probably attach our pieces here. So let's do that, and then we'll stamp. So I have a bunch of pieces cut from that same paper that I just showed you at the beginning. So this first, and they're all 1/4 inch smaller than the pieces where they're going. So this one is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and all of the rest of these are 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. So I don't like that, but how I had it on the other one, I do believe it is. Okay, so, and then I'll have all these measurements later this afternoon on my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, and they'll all be up there in case you didn't quite catch. And when I was trying to figure out where I wanted all these little ones, it's so nice that this is all the same. When I'm gluing this down, and I'm gluing because I could smush it a little bit, I'm really trying to make sure that these top and bottom edges are even. That's important to me. Anyway, what I did is just cut a bunch of these strips in this DSP, 1 1/2 by 5 1/4, and just kind of played with them until I found, to me, what worked and what didn't. And that's, I think, the beauty of Stampin' Up! Paper and such, is that it does all work together. Again, just looking at the bottom and top, trying to make them even, and trying to make the sides even. I mean, who wouldn't love to get a card that's this just kind of happy? There's some days that I want to make peaceful cards. There's some days I want to make just happy cards. So this was a happy card day. So now we've got the main part of our card. It's time to do a little stamping. All right, so the front, this is going to be the little front piece. And so remember, these are now 2 3x3 squares. So I'm going to have 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then I've got my real red, and we're going to just stamp some sentiments. Another great thing about this set is it has both sentiments and pictures on it, or images. And then we want this one kind of up in the corner because we're going to have our tree on here. So that's the one for the very front. And then the next one is going to be for more the inside. And that says, wishing you a Merry Christmas. We'll just kind of stamp that in the middle here. Is that even? I guess that's even enough. And then remember I said I wanted to use this cute little one with the candy. Isn't that adorable? I love that one. And there is one of the dies that will cut out this whole thing. So hey Jenny, I don't know if you've ever watched me before, but thanks for coming to watch. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little envelope, and I want to put a little bit, my little smushed envelope, I don't know how we got so smushed, and we're going to take this and put this in the corner on the front because we can't have naked envelopes. So let's attach, and that's pretty much all the stamping on this one. So let's attach this to our little 6x6 piece, or 6x3 piece, sorry. And we'll attach this one, and you know, these, when you stamp with this stuff, it really dries so quickly, it's lovely. And then I do have a little tree that I cut out already, and I am going to let it kind of just fall to the side a little bit like that because it still will be okay for being in the envelope. Put some dimensionals on here. I'm sticking to the dimensionals today. Very sticky dimensionals. And then we have some of the red rhinestones. These are in the annual catalog, not in the what I still call the holiday catalog, or the July through December. I like my take-a-pick tool to get these off. Oh, would help if I was actually on one and not on one from underneath. So put one on the top. Tend to do things in groups of 3. I don't like putting them on the inside, like this one would be on the inside, so I'm not going to put one on there. And then the other thing we have to do is we have a piece that's going to go underneath here, but in the back, and that'll be your piece to write on. And so I don't want a lot on there, so what I did is, remember this, go find it, this die that I said, oh, this is a fun die. So isn't that cool? I mean, this is a great, this doesn't say Christmas all over it to me, so this is a fun die that you can use for anything. And honestly, I think all I did was put a little glue, mostly just right in the center of that big part, and that was enough to kind of glue it down. I suppose if I was on the ball here, I would have cut it out using one of our, with our other little acetate sticky, what is it, adhesives sheets that would, oh, that was bad. See, I should have stuck with my original plan to just do the little blob part. Now we have a little bit left over for our next card. So, you know, we could put this anywhere else on another card. All right, so here's just a few little hints too about putting this together. So when I put it together, I want, this will just butt up against here like that. And what I did is I want to attach this first and then attach this, because I want to make sure that I don't have this down here. I want to make sure that it's covering that. And I'm intentionally not putting it in the center because I can never center things. So I might as well not even try and not have to worry about it and say that I did it on purpose, because I did. So again, this one just gets pushed right up against the fold there. And this is where you'd write whatever it is you want to write to people. And then this, I'm trying to remember, did I use dimensional? Oh no, you know what I used was glue dots. Because you want something pretty strong here. And you don't want something that's going to be, you know, you can only do the edges. So the glue dots seem to fit the bill. So I'm going to put them on just the edges. Come on, little glue dot. There's 2. There's 3. Can you see that? Just along the edge like that. And then we'll do the other side. Of course, when I'm doing these for somebody, in front of somebody, it doesn't always go. So 1, 2. Push it down hard and it, yep, there we go. So remember, my little hint was make sure you're going to cover this completely. And it should be, because it is 2 3/4 by 3.5. So remember, this is 3, so it's 2 3/4. Okay, so I have it over, covering that whole thing. Push it down on this side, close, okay? Can you guys see that? Do it like this. Okay, so covered it all up, push down that side, close it up, push it down on the front. And then guess what? We have our whole, is that not the cutest? And then it stands up. Can you see how it looks standing up? It stands up really well too. So it can be, you know, a decor item for your people when you're done. Now, let me show you, I did make another one using the Eden's Garden. Oh, no, it wasn't Eden's Garden. It was the Painted Christmas paper, and then the trees were from the Whimsical Trees. So again, the greatest thing is all I did was decide, you know, 3, 4 different patterns from that one that then all match, because they're all using the same colors. They just go together so well. Very fun, huh? And like I said, I love that it stands up really easily too. So, what do you guys think? Thank you, Linda. So that's my card for today. And let me just pull you guys back up. So, whoops. I am here every Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, and we can make another card together next week. And until then, let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you want to come to our holiday card buffet on the 20th or 21st, or if you want to be one of the last few people to do my Peaceful Deer at-home class. That's just an at-home class, not doing that in person, because guess what? This month is so busy. Anyway, I figured I had had enough. So thanks, everybody. See you next week.